Hello. Let me just check if everything's all right on my end. I have the live stream pulled up here, so we're gonna see if it's working. Perfect. So we're gonna see if it's perfect. Okay, let's start. Hey guys, welcome to On the Rise. And you're probably wondering, or probably not wondering if you're new here, why am I on this second channel? So if you don't know, we have a second channel. This is the second channel of OTR. I have the first channel pulled up here on the screen. The main channel, I should say, pulled up here on the screen. So this is probably where most of you know us, or if you're new, then you're just discovering that we even have another channel. This is the second channel where I like to post live streams, shorts, and basically anything else related to anime that's not the long video essays. Well, not long, but semi-long video essays that I do on the main channel. So everything else will go here. And you won't just see me, you'll see the rest of the team that's also behind the scenes later on. So yeah, if you enjoy that or enjoy our content or are new to our content, like, subscribe. We would love to have you here, guys. So yeah. But as the title already suggests, we are going to just get into it, and that is voting in the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. So if you are new here, this is the second channel of OTR where we post shorts and live streams and all of everything else that's not a video essay. But if you want the longer form video essay content that are way more in depth, way more researched, and way better quality than anything that's going to go on this channel, go to the main channel. It's right here pulled up on the screen. That's On the Rise AV. But first, let me prove myself. Let's get into voting for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, and let me just share this screen real quick. Yeah, Crunchyroll. Let's see what they did. Let's see what they did here. Okay, we're gonna stop sharing that. We're going to share the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. All right, guys, let's get into it. Every year, you don't know, Crunchyroll disappoints its fans or disappoints a lot of anime fans because their awards are kind of basic. Their awards are kind of basic, right? The most popular shows of the year are definitely going to be the nominated ones, and they're not necessarily the best. So a lot of people are disappointed that certain shows are not there. And sometimes they even miss popular shows, right? They even miss like some of the really, really big hitters, right? Like that one time Solo Leveling somehow won against Freerin. I don't know how that happened. Either way, guys, if you see me looking over here, chat's over here. So I'm constantly looking at chat. If you see me looking down here, I have a stream down here. Either way, let's get into it. So, best voice artist performance. So, best voice actor. English, by the way. So I rarely watch English dub. They missed Soul Leveling Season 2 this awards. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Okay. Maybe we'll get some good quality. So I barely watch English dub. So I really don't know. I know Emmy Lowe from Apothecary Diaries. She plays Mal Mal. Morgan Berry played the girl from Sanda Fukumura. I forget her name. I don't know any of these other actors. I'm not gonna lie. So I want Sanda to win something. So Morgan, you got my vote. Oh, it tells you who they play. Okay, great. Yeah, Fuyamura. So who does Alice play? Reze. Okay, of course. Lucian plays Akaza. Justin plays Deku. And Paul plays Hikaru. I want Sanda to win, so Sanda has my vote. Not gonna lie. And we can move on. Ah, crap. I have to sign in. And here, remember to vote. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on for a second. That's crap. Oh, Crunchyroll. Oh, Crunchyroll. Okay. Perfect. Share that back. Boom. Perfect. All right. So yeah, we voted for Morgan Berry, Fuyamura. I didn't watch any of these in dub. So yeah, whatever. Next category, best voice artist performance, Japanese. Okay. These I did watch. These I did watch. Mayumi Tanaka for Luffy is such a like it's such a dormy pull. Like, come on, y'all. Like, stop putting One Piece in these categories because One Piece is just going to win every single year. Oyuki from Mao Mao. Mao Mao's voice actor is amazing. I think this is Yoshiki's voice actor. Okay. Like Yamashita for Deku. This is Reze. And this is Denji. Okay. How do we know they're the judges? They have a category pulled up for the judges. I don't think it's anyone you will know by name. Hold on, let me pull up real quick. Crunchyroll Anime Awards. I don't think it's anyone you know by name. Probably a couple of other YouTubers. Sure. So these are the judges. Couldn't tell you. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Arcada. I know Arcada. Like I said, a YouTuber. So the judges. Oh, Chili. I know Chili. Friend of the channel. He probably works for Crunchyroll. That's cool. He's judged like every year. Chili watches a lot of anime, so Chili's in there. Couldn't tell you. I assume these are people that watch a lot of anime. I hope there are people that watch a lot of anime. But you know how the results come through every single year, so be wary. These are the judges. I can't really tell you who any of these people are. Matt Owens. He does One Piece live action. He's a showrunner for One Piece live action. So One Piece guys, his vote. Like, oh, Mother's Basement is a judge. Okay. Oh my god, this guy's a judge. Isn't that like the anime whatever dude on TikTok? I don't know him personally, but his takes on anime are kind of awful. So that's kind of bad. Maybe they're industry or something, or just random people and creators. Yeah, the most random people that have something to do with anime, I assume, and creators. The ones I do know, like that anime guy, he like his takes are bad. Oh, Tony, I know Tony. I don't know if Tony watches that much anime though. I only see him talk about kind of this popular to semi-popular stuff. Like I said, I don't really know any of these people besides Mother's Basement and the people I listed. And I'm not really that familiar with some of them content. Like the only one I kind of watch on a regular basis is Mother's Basement. So everyone else couldn't tell you if they were accurate judges or not. But whatever. We're doomed. Yeah, seems like it. Seems like it. But we do get to vote every single day, so this can be a daily thing if you really want to kind of skew the votes. But let's get back to the voice actors. For me, out of these guys, I'm gonna give it to Yoshiki from Hikaru. I felt like out of all of these, the voice acting really held that up. So it took me back. I already voted in this category. So that's kind of my vote. That's kind of my vote. I'm kind of lukewarm on the whole voice acting thing, to be honest. And to be honest, I don't even think any of these were the best voice acting performance of the year. In fact, the Crunchyroll's nominations are always, like I said, kind of basic. But we got to work what we have. Best ending sequence. Okay. So this is the EDs of everyone. Out of all of these, Personally, I think it's Actor from Spy Family. Um, I felt it captured the kind of, because Spy Family season 3 was probably the most serious season of Spy Family we've gotten so far. As a manga reader, it's not the most serious story arc. There's literally a lot more dark things to come. But yeah, it kind of captured the kind of darkness of Lloyd's past, along with the lightheartedness of the entire show. So I felt like it did that perfectly. I do really like Donadon's ED. Um, and then everyone else, well, the Kawaii is probably gonna be the winner because that's the one that kind of went viral with the whole Mari and Kitagawa. It was good. It was a good ED. I'm not gonna lie. But I think I like Spy Family the best out of all this. Um, My Hero had a good ED as well. But Spy Family is the one that's gonna take my pick here. All right, it's gonna keep sending me back because I'm going backwards because for some reason they start you off with voting for anime of the year. I don't want to start off voting for anime of the year. I think that should be the literal last category you vote for. But anyway, the best OP. So personally, Gachi Akuta's Hugs is not the best. Oh, it's not even the best Gachi Akuta OP. The one with what's her face, Mori, whatever her name is the best OP. Because I'm pretty sure Hugs for Gachi Hakuta is the first OP. Yeah. Let me fact check that. Yeah, it's the first OP. The second OP is a lot better. Witch Watch's OP was very good. I'm not gonna hold you. That's what I was gonna say. So between me, it's between Mirage and Watch Me, because Watch Me was like really good with Megami Ishitani directing it as well. For the visuals was amazing. The song hits. On the Way is probably the most popular one, probably the likely one to win. I like On the Way. I don't know if I like it better than the first On and On OP. So not gonna lie, for me, it probably is Witch Watch. I do like the Revo. Reawaken was also pretty good with Lisa and Stray Kids. That was also a kind of a banger song. I don't think Hug should be on this list at all. Uh, Mirage was also a banger song. The visual's kind of lacking though. But I think out of all of them, the one that kind of is the complete package is Witch Watch's OB. Like that was a good one. You'll still be a supremacy. You're like, she just keeps doing it. She just keeps doing it. All right. We are gonna go to the best score. Who has the best OST? Who has the best OST out of all of these? Okay. First of all, I'm actually just gonna stop complaining about the nominations. They are what they are at this point. They are what they are. Who has the best OST? Chainsaw Man's OST was pretty good. Kensuke Ushio kind of did that. Not gonna lie. Demon Slayer's OST, it hit it, but it hit us just as much as regular Demon Slayer. So it's just like, I'm kind of familiar with you right now. You don't really have that wow take, right? Apothecary Diaries OST, if you actually listen to the album, they did change a couple of things, but not enough for you to actually realize. Dananon's OST, I think this also gets Ushio. So I think this man's gonna win regardless. Yeah, this is also Kensuke Ushio. Yeah, okay. He did not and Chainsaw Man. Wow. G-Quax is G-Quax had, see, that's what I'm talking with the nomination. It's just like, now if G-Quax was on this list, we'd be talking like it'd be a different story. G-Quax did have a really good OST. I think it's gonna be Chainsaw Man for me. In the Pool is just such a beautiful song. Like it's such a beautiful song. If you know the scene with Reze and him in the pool. Yeah, Kensuke Ushio did that even more so than he did for Dananon. And I'm thinking with a good OST, it's something that you can remember, right? And when you hear it, you remember the scene. And not only do you remember the scene, but you remember the song, right? And you purposely go look up the song. I don't think any of these kind of had that moment where you go look up the song. Like Solo Leveling, it's the OP and ED. Gachi Akuta, it's also the OP and ED. Demon Slayer, like I said, it is the thing people look up, but they didn't really do anything different. They just continued. I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So not really blaming you for this one. And Apothecary Diaries doesn't really have any memorable roles like that. Which is why these are kind of lame picks. But Kensuke Ushio with Chainsaw Man did that. So that's going to be our OST pick. Kind of Panty and Stocking too. Exactly. Kind of Panty and Stocking too. Like, let's come on now. Panty and Stocking was also good. Like, it would be a different ball game if we had other stuff on this list. Best anime song. Okay. So we have In Bloom, which I'm pretty sure this is the is this the first? This is the first OP for Apothecary Diaries, which season 2, which the second OP for Apothecary Diaries season 2 was so much better. I don't know why that was out. Iris out, of course. Jane Doe, of course. Watch Me Again. My Girl Lisa with Reawaken. And then On the Way. So for me, this is tuned in and found the romance elitist. Yeah. Listen, guilty. Hey, guilty. For me, this is kind of a sweep. It's Jane Doe. Hikaru Utada. Anything with Hikaru Utada in it is a banger. Like, she doesn't miss. So Jane Doe is just such a beautiful song. And it's the one I listen to the most out of all of these. I listen to all of them besides In Bloom. I didn't really like In Bloom like that. But I listen to all of these kind of constantly. But Jane Doe is just a beautiful song. It just is. Jane Doe kind of not made that movie, but like when Jane Doe starts playing in the last scenes, chef's kiss. So Jane Doe is going to take it for me. All right. Must protect at all cost. Anya is going to be on this list because she is every single year. I don't really care about this category. First of all, Izuku Midoriya. After the last season, we're going to put him at must protect at all cost. He literally, his punches are nukes. So I don't understand why he's here. Mao, I mean, I guess Mao doesn't really need protection. She's kind of got it herself. Suikwa from Dr. Stone. Okay. Karuko from Fragrant Flower. All right. And then Takobi. Oh, Takobi. Okay, so we're not going to vote for Anya because Anya wins literally every single year. Everyone's going to vote for Anya because they've probably only seen Anya. They've probably only seen Spy Family. It's between Kaoruko and Takobi. I guess Suika could also be in the running for that. But sure. We're gonna go with Kaoruko. We're gonna get Fragrant Flower. Flowers. Yeah. We're gonna get Fragrant Flowers as flowers. We're gonna go with Kaoruko. I feel like I'm gonna vote for Takobi later on. I feel like Takobi's gonna be nominated for other things. But yeah, we're gonna go with that. Best supporting character. Okay. We got some things to discuss. So our nominees for best supporting character is Engine from Gachi Akuta. No. Gigi from Danadon. Love Gigi. Manga readers are kind of fed up with him right now, but we won't get into that. Jinshi from the Apothecary Diaries. Jinshi did play a huge. I mean, he played a huge part in the series, all in general. But in season 2, really, really huge part in season 2. Katsuki Bakugo, of course, after that Bakugo episode, which that Bakugo episode was really good. Not gonna lie, the Bakugo episode was really good. Lolan / Shisui. This is kind of a spoiler. But yeah, okay. And Turbo Granny. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is not even. It's Shisui for me. I'm not trying to spoil Apothecary Diaries season 2, but Shisui's character kind of carried that finale and kind of carried the whole like later half of the season. Um, so even more than Jinshi, even more than any of these other characters did the rest of the show. My second vote would be Turbo Granny because I love Turbo Granny. Her Maneki Neko kind of little cat thing. She's adorable. But it is Shisui for me. Just the reveal. If you haven't seen it, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but just know this character bangs. This character really is really good. So yeah, out of these picks, I'm gonna go with Shisui. All right. Best main character. Here we go. And the picks are exactly who you think the picks were. Izuku Midoriya from My Hero, Mao Mao from Apothecary Diaries, Momo from Don to Don, and Don to Don takes 2 slots because he got Okarun as well, which kind of BS, but whatever. Rudo from Gachi Yakuta, and Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling. Let's be so for real, guys. Let's be so for real. Like, in a year that had other titles like Umumusume, Zenshu, Apocalypse Hotel, right? To Be Hero X. I'm surprised I haven't seen any To Be Hero up here. It's kind of crazy that we have basically the same picks from last year. Basically the same picks last year, excluding Rudo, because Gachi Yakuza didn't air last year. Well, I should say 2024. Either way, literally, Jesus, literally all the same animes. Like, are like who is like these nominees? Like, come on, y'all. Either way, who am I gonna give it to? For me, I voted for Momo last year. I remember that. So I'm not going to vote for Momo this year. I voted for Mao Mao the year prior. So I'm not going to vote for Mao Mao the year prior. I guess I'll give it to Deku. I like the ending of My Hero. I like Deku's character. I feel like his character gets a lot of hate. It's not really deserved. And out of all these picks, yeah, Deku's going to be it for me. Let's get to a more interesting category. That was kind of disappointing, not going to lie. All right. Here's a category where I shine. Best slice of life. Let's do it. Anne Shirley. Good pick. Good pick. Would be one of my nominees. Blue Box. Okay. Decent. I don't know if I would nominate Blue Box. I would have to kind of compare the rest of the slice of life that came out this year. But Blue Box was good. I enjoyed Blue Box. Give me a second. No Momo. no Momo this year. I'm sorry. City the Animation deserves to be up here. Cool. My Dress of Darling. Awesome. Decent size life. Spy Family, of course, and Fragrant Flower. For me, personally, it's Anne Shirley. Like, I enjoyed all of these to an extent. A huge Spy Family fan. My Dress of Darling season 2 was way better than season 1. I love the focus this season did. City the Animation was a great slice of life. Not sure about the comedy. The comedy at places was but I did watch it all. Blue Box, love Blue Box, but like I said, I'm not really sure it should be up here. And Fragrant Flower was decent. But Anne Shirley takes you through the entire story of Anne Shirley. This completed story, 24 episodes. And yeah, I just got so invested week to week watching this little redhead girl live her life. Like I did. Like you go through, of course, romance, school drama, life, career, things like that. Your typical slice of life, and it's just such a good. It's a good watch. It's a good slice of life watch. To any slice of life fans, I 100% recommend Anne Shirley. What's up, Shaman? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We are casting our votes. Which, by the way, you can cast your votes. Just Google Crunchyroll Anime Awards. queue up the votes, and you can vote literally every day until like April 15th or 16th, I think. So yeah, this is to be a daily thing, but I don't know if I'm gonna come back every day. Either way, we're here now and we're voting now. And Anne Shirley is my vote for best slice of life. This is RJ approved, 100% recommend. Anne Shirley is such a good ride. I loved it. Alrighty. We're gonna go to best drama. Best drama. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna stop trying to complain about the nominees, but these nominees are not bad. Not gonna lie. And Shirley, I just finished glazing it, so you guys already know how I feel about that. Blue Box, decent show, decent show. I'm a Blue Box manga reader. I love me some Blue Box. I don't know if it's the best drama, but it's good. Orb, phenomenal show, right? The Orb hype is well deserved. It is such a well written show. It's great. It's great. Taco P's Original Sin, also great show. Also deserved all the hype it got. Taco P was as great as people said it was. Apothecary Diaries Season 2 needs no introduction. It's Apothecary Diaries. Let's be honest here. And the summer Hikaru died. Okay. So let's start subtracting. Let's get some people out of here. And Shirley, as much as I loved it, it's the best slice of life. I don't know if it's the best drama. So Anne Shirley's got to go. Along with the summer Hikaru died. Also enjoyed it, but I didn't really enjoy the drama part of Hikaru. I think they spent too much time on the drama part and not the mystery of the kind of the creepy monster kind of thing that's going on. It played a big part in the background for way too long, and I felt like we needed more of the mystery of Hikaru. So this was the best mystery category. Then Summer Hikaru should be here. Drama. Blue Box just does not compare to Orb or Taco P, so Blue Box is out, unfortunately. Maybe we'll see Blue Box again in the romance category. Maybe we'll see Blue Box again. Apothecary Diary Season 2 is probably the the fan pick, the shoehorn in there. Everyone's gonna be like, this is gonna win, right? But it is between Taco P and Orb for me. And when it comes to drama, personally, this is a harder one. Okay. Because I like Taco P. Okay, let's break it down. I like Taco P. Taco P short. It gets to the point. Its message delivers home. It has a great message. It sticks to its themes. It was great. I read the manga first before the anime came out, and the anime kind of killed it. Reminded me why I like the manga so much. But Orb came out of nowhere. And while I do feel at times Orb can be a little bit repetitive with the whole kind of psychological big speeches that it constantly does throughout its narrative, it's still good. You can't deny that it's still really good. So I'm trying to weigh whether or not my kind of critique of Orb getting repetitive kind of near the end is worth not giving it the vote I think it deserves. And I don't think it's not. I think Orb takes it. I love Taco P, but I think Orb takes it. And I think Orb deserves its shout out because it's a really good anime. It is. If you have not seen Orb on the Movement of the Earth, 100% RJ recommended. It is a psychological drama about these basically astronomers trying to prove to the church that the Earth is not flat, that the sun rotates around the Earth, right? The rotation kind of system that we know of today. It's about them trying to prove it, and it's back then that was heresy. You couldn't do that. You would be executed for saying that, right? So it's basically about how far would one go for the truth and the future of the truth, right? And it is such a thrill ride from start to finish. It is such a thrill ride from start to finish. Highly recommend Orb, and Orb gets my vote. We already did best slice of life. We already did best drama. Best isekai. Best isekai. All right, here we go, guys. How much did RJ actually watch these isekai? Not much. Campfire Cooking Another World. Didn't watch it. Didn't watch season 1. Not gonna watch it. I'm not that big of an isekai fan, to be honest. Disney Twisted Wonderland. Again, did not watch it. Reincarnated as a bureaucrat. I saw some clips from it, but didn't watch it. Konosuba, hilarious. Love me some idiots to Konosuba. I don't know if it was the best this year. ReZero, this is the one that's gonna win. Because it's ReZero. It's literally the most beloved isekai. Literally, the only isekai that could give ReZero competition nowadays is Mushoku Tensei, and maybe if SAO came back, right? But Mushoku Tensei is kind of the only one that can give ReZero its competition, and even then, ReZero got a diehard fan base. And I understand ReZero season 3 was really good. I enjoyed ReZero season 3. ReZero season 3 slapped, and I'm excited for season 4 coming out in actually a couple of days, to be honest. But for me, if you have seen any of my videos, my anime of the year video, which you should definitely go check out after this, where I break down my favorite anime of 2025, and it is definitely way more diverse than whatever Crunchyroll is going on. But also, I did an independent video on this anime. Zenshu takes it for me. Like, it's so easy for me. I love Zenshu. Zenshu is literally one of my top 5 anime of 2025. Absolutely love Zenshu. Is a love letter to anime itself. Which, if you love anime as much as I know you do, you will love Zenshu. And it is an isekai, but it's kind of one of those old-timey isekais. So if you've seen like a Now Then Here and There or something like that, or kind of like isekai before Sword Art Online kind of, created like this fantasy boom, then Zenshu kind of takes you back to what isekai used to be, and it's such a love letter to animation itself, with a great story behind it. And the English dub is actually really good. They should have put some of the Zenshu English dub cast up here, to be honest. Zenshu has my vote, 100%. Love Zenshu. Best action. Okay. So this is the one category where I think Crunchyroll gets it right? Because most of the shows they nominate are the battle shonen shows. So, and the battle shonen kind of has a rule on action. I can't disagree with that. Did you see that JJK season 3 finale? Battle shonen kind of has it on action, right? So this is kind of the one category where Crunchyroll gets it right. I think they could include like maybe 1 or 2 underrated shows, but most of the time it is the most popular ones that do have the best action within anime. Dandadan season 2. Don't know if Dandadan should be up here. While Dandadan does have action, the best action, nah, it's kind of the story, not the story behind the action, because there's always story behind action, but it's kind of the other things that are carrying Dandadan, like the wacky things that are happening, not really the fight scenes. Not Momo. Okudun versus Gigi or versus Evil Eye was pretty good, but was it better than anything in Gachiakuta? No. Action wise, no. Story wise, yeah, but action wise, no. Kaiju number 8. They didn't even put season 2, but this is I assume this is supposed to be season 2. Oh, nah. None of Kaiju number 8's fight scenes kind of surpassed Gachiakuta, so right now Gachiakuta's got the vote. But then we get down to My Hero final season. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. Nothing in Gachiakuta reached the heights of My Hero final season. And, to Gachiakuta's defense, this is the final season of My Hero. So it's 8 seasons deep versus the 1 season of Gachiakuta. So I guess we would have to compare like a final season of Gachiakuta, if it ever shows up, to a final season of My Hero. So it is a little unfair. But it's still 8 seasons worth of buildup that led to some of the best action sequences My Hero has put out ever. Yeah. One Piece has solid action. I love watching Gear 5 Luffy fight, and Egghead is such a phenomenal arc, to be honest. And then Solo Leveling season 2. For me, it's My Hero. It's My Hero. The heights that My Hero reached this season, great. like just pure great. Like I don't know. The heights my hero reached the season were pure great. The Baku episode, great. The finale deck episode, great. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Yaiba gets my vote, but Apocalypse Hotel and G-Quacks was good. Apocalypse Hotel had a good action sequence. I do agree. That was also one of my top 5 anime of this year, to be honest. G-Quacks also had great action. And then Yaiba also did have great action too. I did watch all of Yaiba. I did. So Yaiba also had great action. I can't blame you for Yaiba getting your vote, to be honest. But out of all of these, yeah, we're going to vote for my hero. All right, it's going to take us back. We already voted best action. Best comedy. All right, here we go. Here we go. So we have City, the animation, which is probably the most anticipated comedy of the year. Spiritual successor to Nichijou. If you don't know what Nichijou is, you've seen Nichijou memes. It's the guy fighting the deer. This is written by the same mangaka. And Kyoto Animation, it kind of has the best animation of the year, to be honest. Not gonna lie. Kyoto Animation really did it. Dandadan, as funny as Dandadan is, I don't know if Dandadan should be best comedy. It's like, seriously, y'all just want to put Dandadan in every category. Like, seriously. My Just a Darling, as funny as My Just a Darling can be, also don't think it deserves best comedy. Ranma season 2. Ranma is such a wacky show. I'm not gonna lie. I have yet to watch the Ranma remake, but I have seen the original. So I've heard the remake is just the original with the filler cut out. So it's kind of like a Dragon Ball Z Kai situation. And if that's the case, then yeah, Ranma deserves to be up here, especially if they heightened the comedy of Ranma. Yeah. Spy Family. Okay. Spy Family is a comedy. Deserves to be up here. And then Witch Watch. Witch Watch was hilarious. Not gonna lie. Witch Watch is hilarious. So my vote is between City, Ranma, and Witch Watch. While I do think City was funny at times, I'm not gonna lie. My hot take with City the animation is that I didn't laugh as much as I thought I would. Like the race episode where they're always racing to the finish line, that was funny. Most of the other episodes were like, like I wish the anime, if that's what is the type of comedy it was going to tell, I wish it would more so focused on the slice life elements, because the finale slice life scenes were amazing. So I'm gonna have to take City out. So it's between Ranma and Witch Watch, and like I said, I didn't watch the Ranma remake, but I have seen the original, so I kind of already know what happens. Well, not kind of already know what happens. I know exactly what happens. And Ranma is kind of classic anime. Rumiko Takahashi is my favorite mangaka. If you don't know, she did Ranma, Inuyasha, Urusei Yatsura, and they're kind of remaking all her stuff because literally all 3 of those came back. Like they all have new editions. But Witch Watch I did enjoy. Witch Watch I did enjoy and I did watch. I am gonna give it to Witch Watch because while I can speak on Ranma as a franchise, I can't speak on Ranma as a remake because I haven't actually checked out the remake yet. So I'm gonna give it to the one I actually watched, and it is Witch Watch. All right, Romance Elite is here, as chat has said earlier. Getting into the best romance. So who do we got? We have Blue Box. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we see Blue Box in romance. Okay. Dandadan. Dandadan's been in every single category, y'all. While I do consider Dandadan to be pseudo romance, seriously. Honey Lemon Soda. Okay. Okay. That's a pick that I didn't think they actually put in here. My Dress Up Darling season 2, of course. Ranma season 2, of course. Well, not of course, but Ranma season 2. And The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. None of these are my favorite romance of the year. None of these. I will say, for next year, if you and I are polar opposites, it's not on the awards for next year, then we riot. We riot. Either way, It's not Fragrant Flower. While I enjoyed Fragrant Flower, I think Fragrant Flower is a decent romance, and it kind of gets kind of stale after season 1. Maybe after season 2 material. I read partial of the manga, to be honest. Um, hmm. It's not Dandadan. While I love Dandadan, I don't think it deserves best romance. I said I can't vote for Ranma because I didn't watch the remake of Ranma, so I can't speak on the remake. So it is between My Dress Up Darling, Blue Box, and Honey Lemon Soda for me. Hmm. 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 As much as I want Honey Lemon Soda to win, I don't think Honey Lemon Soda was the better anime. I think the anime adaptation kind of butchered a lot of the manga's story, and it just was like, I don't know how to describe it. It was kind of Bunny Girl season 2. Yeah, I don't know why that's not up here. Honey Lemon Soda was kind of eh. I'm not gonna lie. As a guy who's seen quite a few shoujo, not quite a few. Actually, I've seen a lot of shoujo anime. Not much shoujo manga, but a lot of shoujo anime. I can speak on a lot. I've seen mostly all of them. I think the only shoujo anime I haven't seen is Blue Spring Ride. That's the only one that I have really not seen. But I've seen literally all the rest of them. Shoujo romance, I should say, because shoujo is more than romance. But in a tier of shoujo romance, Honey Lemon Soda was kind of like below basic for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like compared to something like a Lovely Complex, Honey Lemon Soda was a basic watch, and it was kind of all over the place. The direction was kind of bad at times. There was one episode that really was really good, and that was this sport event episode. That was really, really good. But the direction and the production and the adaptation overall was kind of bad. And I think that lukewarm kind of thing with a story that's to me at best. I can't vote for Honey Lemon Soda. I'm sorry, shoujo fans. You deserve better, but I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting a shoujo anime that came out here. Shoujo romance anime that came out here that was better than Honey Lemon Soda, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting one. 100 Girlfriends season 2. Okay. My vote is actually gonna go to Blue Box. My vote's gonna go to Blue Box. Because while I like My Dress Up Darling as a show better than Blue Box, if we're talking about romance, Gojo and Marin are, a well-developed romance, but I think My Dress Up Darling kind of shines when it's focused on the aspect of why they cosplay, right? The aspect of why each character cosplays and kind of doing what you love regardless. Like the theme of doing what you love regardless of what people say about you. Is kind of where My Dress Up Darling shines versus Blue Box does shine in the romance, right? It is the why you like this person kind of thing that Blue Box kind of shines. So Blue Box got my vote. That was a hard one. Romance was a hard one. Biggest fallacy, Digimon ain't nominated anywhere. Yeah. Yeah. It's like we're working with what we got here. Best background art, City the Animation, Dandadan season 2. Guys, Dandadan's in every single category. Like, were you guys starving for anime? Were you guys starving for anime? Gachi Akuta, Kowloon generic romance. Thank you. Something. But background art? Let's be honest here. Apothecary Diaries season 2. And this summer, Hikaru died. I know I said I would stop complaining about the nominations, but dear Lord. Hold on. Let me pull up my anime list for a second here, because like I said, I'm pretty sure. Excuse me. Ooh. I'm pretty sure there was another romance And it was shoujo that I was like, it should be up here other than honey lemon soda. It's not shoujo, but My Awkward Senpai, Yano-kun's Ordinary Days. Like, what are we doing? A Star Brighter Than the Sun. That's the one I was thinking about. A Star Brighter Than the Sun was so much better than Honey Lemon Soda. If we're gonna nominate a shoujo, that should have been the one. I have no idea why Honey Lemon Soda was up there. That's the one I was thinking of. With You Our Love Will Make It Through as well. I also enjoyed better than Honey Lemon Soda. But that's the one I was thinking of. A Star Brighter Than the Sun should have been nominated. I would have voted for that one. But yeah, best background art. As much as I want to vote for Kowloon Generic Romance, which also, if there is a mystery category, this is winning it. This is 100% winning it. But best background art is City of the Animation. City of the Animation literally has the best animation of the year. Like, the best background art is City of the Animation. Like, what Kyoto Animation managed to do with this anime on a technical level is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Like, one of the best animated series ever. So, Apocalypse Hotel. Apocalypse Hotel better be up here somewhere because it's getting my vote. Best director. So if you don't know, I am a director myself. So this, I'm very critical about this when it comes to direction. So let's see. Apothecary Diaries, okay. Don to Don. Gachi Yakuza. It's not winning it. I'm sorry, guys. My Hero, solid direction. Really? Okay. Samurai Kado, also solid direction. And Shinya, okay. So, it's between My Hero and Takopi for direction. If you don't know what direction is, think of like it's the guy that kind of, or girl person that decides kind of how you are going to see a scene, right? So pretty much within animation, it's not necessarily the storyboard artist, but they work really close with the storyboard artist. So it's kind of how you were going to see the scene. So sometimes think of like the difference between, if you've seen JJK, think of the difference between JJK, the manga, and JJK, the anime. How sometimes it will add stuff in its direction in the anime to kind of drive the point home. So like it'll add scenes or things like that, or the shot compositions of how you are seeing the scenes. So like, for example, like in the manga, if we were to see Takopi right here, you would see Takopi and you would see Shizuka. But since this is anime and the camera can move, it would spin around Takopi and Shizuka. So like choices like that are directing choices within anime that kind of take those creative liberties to drive whatever thematic messaging of the scene home. And it's like, who does that best, right? Who just decided to make a one-on, like, it's how far away you can get from a one-on-one thing of the manga, from a one-on-one comparison of the manga, while still keeping the themes in the story of the manga, right? Or light novel, right? It's kind of how you judge who has the best direction, right? And out of all of these, you think Yaiba definitely, yeah. If you read the Yaiba manga, which is pretty old, you read the Yaiba manga versus the Yaiba anime, yeah, the director really did that. It's like a whole new experience. For me, it's Takopi. Yeah. For me, it's Takopi. Well, I do think My Hero's direction was pretty good this season, and they did the best with what they could. Not the best of they could. They kind of exceeded expectations, right? It was good, but Takopi is just on a whole new other level of directing creativity, to be honest. Okay. Best character design. So we have Don, because Dandadan is in every single category. They're gonna make sure Dandadan wins something. Gachi Akuta. Gachi Akuta rightfully deserves to be here. For best character designs of 2025. Gachi Akuta deserves to be here, 100%. My Dress Up Darling, with I guess the cosplays character designs. Okay. One Piece. All right. Takopi. Not sure if Takopi deserves to be here for character design. Their character designs are actually pretty basic. Not gonna lie. Like it's distinct to Takopi. You could tell it's from Takopi, but like the draw of the show is not the character designs. And then Apothecary Diaries, which they keep shoving Dandadan and Apothecary Diaries in every single category. It's like, are you guys hungry for more anime, Crunchyroll? Like, are you like, I don't know why Crunchyroll would be hungry for more anime, but whatever. It's Gachi Akuta. It's Gachi Akuta. Gachi Akuta's character designs are amazing. Absolutely amazing. To be honest, I'd argue it's not the reason why people stayed. I'm not going to insult Gachi Akuta like that, but I'd argue that that's the reason why a lot of people checked this show out and the manga, because when you see the posters and the character designs, you're like, oh, who's that, right? The character designs is one of the reasons why a lot of people fell in love with Gachi Akuta. It's not the reason why they stayed. Gachi Akuta has more appeal than character designs, but it is a big reason why a lot of people was like, what is that? And checked it out. Gachi Akuta deserves this vote, 100%. Best animation overall. Dandadan, Gachi Akuta, My Hero Final Season, One Piece, Solo Leveling, and Takopi. It's none of these. It's City the Animation. Should be up here. But we ball anyway. What do I think? What do I think? I don't know. Okay. It's not Gachi. I think all of these outdid Gachi in the animation category. I mean, Gachi has that one Yutaka Nakamura episode. And that's kind of it. To compete with the rest of the quality that the rest of the season has. Gachi is animated very well, regardless. But if we're talking about best, then yeah, it's not Gachi. It's not Solo Leveling. While A1 like it definitely has good quality animation, like I said, above standard compared to the rest of the shows on this list. It's not Solo Leveling. It's not Solo Leveling. It's not One Piece either. Really enjoyed the Sakuga Toei had, but it's not One Piece. So it is between Takopi, My Hero, and Dandadan. And I think I'm going to give it to My Hero. I think I'm going to give it to My Hero. The quality that Bones put out for the finale of My Hero was just that. It was quality. It just was. So yeah, I'm going to give it to My Hero. Oh, here you go, Shaman. Digimon was nominated. Best original anime. But best original anime, who's the nominations? Okay, this is my category because they have to pick some variety of this one, because you can't pick anything that came from a manga, which are the most popular shows. So you got Apocalypse Hotel, one of my top 5 anime of the year. Digimon Beat Break, which is one of Shama's anime of the year. Lazarus. Oh, Lazarus, the disappointment that you were. You're not getting this vote. You were a disappointment. Mobile Suit Gundam G-Quacks. Next up says G-Quacks, Yaiba, or Apocalypse Hotel, or 100 Girlfriends. Okay. Moonrise. Moonrise was garbage. Great character design, but garbage story. And Zenshu. So, if you have seen my anime of the year video, which you should definitely go watch, you probably already know the answer to this, because 2 of these are in my top 5 anime of the year, and that is Zenshu and Apocalypse Hotel. and one I clearly ranked above the other, and that is Apocalypse Hotel. Um, Apocalypse Hotel, literally, um, like I said, top 5 anime of the year, and yeah, I ranked it above Zenju. Um, Absolutely one of the best anime of 2025. I cannot recommend enough to go watch this anime from start to finish. It is a completed story from start to finish. Love Apocalypse Hotel. No competition. The only two that I think gets close to this. I haven't seen Digimon, so I can't speak on Digimon. As you can see, Shaman is booing in chat. I have not checked out the new Digimon yet. But the ones I have checked out, everything else, the only two I think gets close to this is G-Quacks or Zenshu. But still, I think Apocalypse Hotel is phenomenal. Literally phenomenal. There's another original anime that should be on this list, and that's To Be Hero X. And if To Be Hero X was here, absolutely no competition. To Be Hero X would have gotten my vote. But Apocalypse Hotel gets my vote for best anime original. Best new series. Ain't even put Sentence to Be a Hero. Sentence to Be a Hero wouldn't qualify. Sentence to Be a Hero came out 2026. So this is for 2025. So Sentence wouldn't be up here. Look for Sentence next year. If we have a best fantasy category. But best new series, Clevitas. I made a whole video about Clevitas, why you should watch it. Clevitas might have my vote. So happy Hero X isn't on this award. I'm not. I mean, it would have sweeped. It would have sweeped. It would have. But I mean, I would have voted for it. Not in every category, but I would have voted for it. Gachi Akuta. This is probably going to win best new series. Let's be honest here, guys. Sakamoto Days. Takopi's Original Sin. Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. And The Summer Hikaru Died. It's Clevitas. Anime fantasy has this bad stigma because of isekai. A lot of people see fantasy and they're like, oh, there's another isekai garbage. But this is a pure dark fantasy. And it's a very interesting concept of dark fantasy. And to be honest, I can't really wait for season 2 of this. If you like dark fantasy or fantasy in general, check this one out. It's like a surprisingly really good show. And a lot of people slept on it. And you shouldn't. I think it deserves best new series. And to be honest, I'm glad they nominated it because it should be up here. So one of the judges did something good here. One of the judges really voted for this one. Yeah, for me, it's Clevitas. We are coming down to the wire here. I think we have 2 categories left, which is best continuing series and anime of the year. So we're coming down to the last 2 votes here, guys. Thanks for sticking here. Thanks for sticking to the stream. If you want more content like this, more live streams like this, go ahead and subscribe to the second channel. Also subscribe to the main channel to watch longer form video essay, guys. Yeah, there's 2 places you can see us. It's 2 places you can see us. But best continuing series. Dandadan Season 2. Kaiju number 8. My Hero. One Piece. Solo Leveling. Spy Family. I'm pretty sure these are the exact same anime from last year. I'm like 100% sure. These are the exact same animes from last year, just their second seasons. Excluding My Hero, because My Hero didn't air last year. I'm pretty sure they shoved it for like My Hero Vigilantes or something like that. I don't know. Either way, best continuing series out of all of these for me has to be My Hero final season. It's not really fair to compare the finale of My Hero because, of course, it literally had to show off. It is its finale versus everything else doesn't really have a finale yet. But out of all of these, My Hero did that. And we'll just move on from that to the final category. Oh, no. Sorry. I failed one. Film of the year, which it says I already voted for 100 meters. Did I already vote for 100 meters? Huh. Well, 100 meters is my vote, though. Not gonna lie, 100 meters is my vote. Chainsaw Man. Can I change that? No, I would have to come back tomorrow. Fixed. Chainsaw Man is a really good movie. Demon Slayer was never gonna win for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big Demon Slayer fan. You don't want to hear my thoughts on Demon Slayer if you like Demon Slayer. You don't want to hear what I have to say about that. Chainsaw Man would have been a really good solid one. I haven't seen The Rose of Solace yet, and Mononoke I also did not watch yet. And Scarlet I also did not watch yet. But 100 meters. This is by the same guy that wrote Orb. Great film. It's on Netflix. You got nothing to do today. Go watch 100 meters. It's not even that long. Great film. It says I voted Anime of the Year too, which I don't remember voting Anime of the Year. Because I definitely would not have voted for My Hero. It made me vote anime. Like, what? Besides the Rose one was so ass, don't watch. My Anime of the Year is not My Hero. Why did it do this? Seriously, Crunchyroll? I didn't vote for this. Nah, we're not going down like this. We're not going down like this. Hold on. We are not going down like this. Hold on for a second. Like, right. Okay. It's saying I can't vote again till tomorrow. That's kind of crazy. I did not vote for My Hero. That's kind of crazy. All right. What are we going to do here? What are we going to do here? Maybe I could pull up another account and then re-vote that way. Oh, it probably does it by IP address. So unless I get on another computer, I wouldn't be able to do it. Okay, y'all. All right. Exactly. Like, okay, y'all. Well, so for some reason, it voted my Anime of the Year and Film of the Year, which it got the Film of the Year right, but my Anime of the Year is not My Hero. I was gonna personally give it to Takopi. So I'm before I share this, I'm gonna have to read. Can you not change the vote? That's crazy. That's crazy. We just witnessed how these votes get where they want live in person. Like, right? Like, Rig, like, come on. Like, so y'all live. Like, it's all live. I like, you saw me not vote any of this. You saw me go from category to category. For some reason, these were already voted for. That's insane. Well, I guess I'll just tell you what my anime of the year is. It's Takopi. Out of all these, my actual anime of the year is not here. If you want to know my actual anime of the year is, you got to watch the anime of the year video. But my actual anime of the year is not here. In fact, I don't think any of my top 5 are here. So, like, right, got you in 4K. Like, Crunchy, what is going on? So before I share my actual votes on social media, I guess I'll come back tomorrow and vote for who I actually want to vote for the last 2 categories. I guess I'll just recopy, but it's Takopi. Out of all of these, I think Takopi deserves the Anime of the Year award. So maybe I will come back every day and vote and vote for Takopi just so My Hero doesn't get it, right? That's kind of BS. That's kind of BS. But hey, what are you gonna do, guys? What are you gonna do? That's kind of it. That's kind of it. Let's look at the ballot. Overall. So this is the semi-rig ballot. This is the semi-rig ballot that we are working with, guys. So, best voice actor, I gave it to Homegirl from Sanda that played Fuyamura in English. Didn't watch in English, but sure. Best voice actor performance Japanese, I gave it to Summer Hikaru died, Yoshiki. Best ending sequence, I gave it to Spy Family. Best opening sequence, I gave it to Witch Watch. Best score, I gave it to the Chainsaw Man movie. Best anime song, I also gave it to the Chainsaw Man movie with Jane Doe. Most protect all character, I gave it to Karuko from Fragrant Flower. Best supporting character, I gave it to Shisui from Apothecary Diaries. Best main character, I gave it to Deku from My Hero. Best slice of life, I gave it to Anne Shirley. Best drama, I gave it to Oru. Best isekai anime, I gave it to Zenshu. Best action, I gave it to My Hero. Best comedy, I gave it to Witch Watch. Best romance, I gave it to Blue Box. Best background art, I gave it to City of Animation. Best director, I gave it to Takupi. Best character design, of course, I gave it to Gachi Yakuta. Best animation, I gave it to My Hero. Best anime original, I gave it to Apocalypse Hotel. Best new series, I gave it to Clevitas. Best continuing series, I gave it to My Hero. Film of the year, I gave it to 100 meters. And anime of the year, I did not give it to My Hero. I was going to give it to Takopi, which we'll come back and do that tomorrow. That is what I will post on social media because that's kind of crazy. But yeah, guys, that's kind of it. That is it for the Crunchyroll Awards voting. Like always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. If you're not new here, which I don't think anyone in chat is new, but if you are new here, then you probably don't really know this, but we have a main channel. It is On the Rise AV. Just type in On the Rise AV, all one word, and will pop up first thing on YouTube. You can go and you can watch our long form videos. So if you actually want to see I watched like over 100 anime last. No, I think I watched like over 60 shows last year. So if you want to see me rank kind of all the 60 shows outside of Crunchyroll's kind of ass pools, then go check out the best and worst anime of 2025. I talk about literally all the shows I watched. And rank the 5 best ones and talk about my 5 best anime of the year. It's a very fun video. Highly recommend watching it. And we have also a couple other informative videos up there. Most recently, the Freeman video, if you want to know more about the creators of Freeman and how Freeman was created, or if you're a Fate fan, etc., etc. We talk about a variety of anime up here, as you can tell, right? A variety of shows. Panty and Stocking is up here. Takopi is up here. 2B Hero X up here. Gundam G-Quacks is up here as well. Zenshu, Orb. I talked about it all. So definitely go check that out. Thank you, Shaman. Appreciate it. And this is the second channel, guys. So also don't forget to subscribe here because for now on, this is where all the live streams will be, right? The live streams on YouTube will be here. So if you want live streams and also shorts and kind of immediate content of my reactions and things to stuff, then the second channel is kind of the dumping ground for all of that, right? Versus the high quality, really put together videos will all be here. So best of both worlds if you subscribe to both channels. But that is kind of all for me today, guys. Thank you so much for coming out. I hope to see you soon. The next video is coming out. I'm working on a bunch of stuff right now. I'm writing a bunch of shorts. I'm writing the next video. I'm rubbing my head because it's a lot of work that I'm putting into it. But I promise you, new content is on its way sooner than later. The April content kind of grind will be here shortly. So look out for that. And I will actually see you Thursday on Twitch because we are streaming the trailers for all of Anime Spring 2026. So if you're wondering what's coming out right now, then catch us on Thursday live on Twitch. link to all of the stuff is linked to all of our channels. You should be able to find our Twitch easily. So yeah, catch us on Thursday on Twitch. We will be streaming all the trailers for spring 2026. And I can't wait to see you guys there. You can come make your watch list with us. It'll be fun. I'll be with the rest of the team as well. So don't forget to go over to the Twitch and give us some love there on Thursday. But that is all for me today, guys. If that is all too much for you, simply just click that subscribe button right here on the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, my friends, I'm RJ Lane, and this has been On the Rise. See you guys next time. Bye, guys.